Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very, very special edition of PWA Battery, the special Echidnaq Shindig Blowout Hoedown Extravaganza, being held in honor of our own Echidnaq, otherwise known as Corey, who is in the hospital this evening undergoing some rigorous testing. And Corey, all of our well wishes and thoughts and prayers go with you as you go through this trying time. And in the meantime, we hope to keep you entertained while you're laid up in the hospital with this very special edition of PWA Battery. And what a card we have lined up for tonight. Getting things started with one-on-one action. The Army of One takes on Kevin Starr. Let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
There's the bell. This match in the heavyweight singles division getting started here with Kevin Starr uncharacteristically being out-muscled and outsized by the Army of One. Of course, Army of One being the largest competitor on the PWA roster, that really comes as no surprise. But Kevin Starr not used to being in that position. He's going to have to rely on more than his power to get the edge in this match. Big body slam from Starr. Army of One right back up and shoves Kevin Starr right down to the canvas. Both men circling, collar and elbow tie up, and a front face lock from the Army. Drops the headbutt into the small of the back of Kevin Starr. And Starr having a hard time dealing with the Army of One's size early on in this match. Coconut crush from the Army of One. Boy, he missed that open palm strike, and Kevin Starr now coming back with chops to the chest. Army of One sends Starr into the corner. Collar and elbow tie up. Army setting Kevin Starr up on the top rope. Look out, choke slam. Choke slam for the top rope. And the Army of One going right after Starr with chops. I think Kevin Starr can probably out-chop the Army of One, and well, as you can see, Army of One's got a lot more than chops in his arsenal. Off the ropes and an open palm strike to the massive chest of Kevin Starr. And now here we go with the chop contest. See if Kevin Starr can pull this off, and he does. Starr with a knee below the belt to the Army of One. Now hammering the Army of One down. This crowd is really getting behind Kevin Starr. A lot of jeers going the way of the Army of One. Army of One sent for the ride. Hard chop, no. Run over. Army of One just ran over Kevin Starr like a Mack truck. Starr trying to use weight and leverage to his advantage to get the Army of One off his feet. Army of One's got him up. Powerbomb, oh, he's hanging on. A second powerbomb and a third powerbomb to the natural Kevin Starr, who is getting manhandled. Speaking of manhandled, kind of glad Average Joe is not in this match. Look out, onslaught driver! And that may be all she wrote. Army hooks the leg, count of 1, 2, and kick out by Starr just before the count of 3. Army going for the body slam. Kevin Starr slips out the back door. Now it's Starr in control. See how long he can hang on to that control. Oh, Army's got him hooked up one more time. And again, the trio of power bombs, and Kevin Starr's in a bad way. Hard chop from the Army of One. A second time now. Picks Starr up and blasts him with a pair of open palm strikes. Both men off the ropes. Army of One again running over the Natural. Starr sent into the corner. Army of One going to follow him in. And Army with a headbutt to the knee, and I don't know how advised that is. Then again, it is the Army of One. Kevin Starr now taking advantage with that low blow, starting to work the legs, and onslaught driver. But Starr back up to his feet. Calling up a tie-up. A third onslaught driver from the Army of One. Hooks the leg. Count of 2, and kick out from Starr. Starr not done yet, and the Army of One continues to punish the Natural. Big lariat from the Army of One. Go behind, and Kevin Starr with a good counter. Army back up to his feet. Kevin Starr just unable to really get anything going against the Army of One thus far in this match. Army of One off the ropes. Oh, he missed the lariat. Could that be the opening? No. Army of One shoves down Starr to the canvas. Starr continuing to fight on. Kevin Starr with a stunner. Starr off the ropes. Army quickly back up to his feet, or as quick as he can anyway. Army of One sent in for the right drop kick, and the Army of One just stood there and took it. My goodness, this Army of One is a monster. What a behemoth he is. And just staring down Kevin Starr. Big boot to the jaw. A second time. Starr back up, trying to get something going here. Army of One's got him up in that backbreaker. And Kevin Starr has no choice but to tap out. Good gracious. Now, folks, your winner by submission at 11 minutes and 8 seconds, the Army of One over the Natural, Kevin Starr. Up next, time for tag team action. And not just regular tag team action. No, we've got 6-man tag team action as Richard Pennyworth will team with Nikki Wilde, and The Factor, and they will be facing PWA Heavyweight Champion The Spoiler and his teammates the Divine Psycho Nakamura Yamasaki and Brawler Beckett. Folks, let's take you to ringside. And there's the bell. The spoiler starting things off with Richard Pennyworth in a battle of the thirds. Spoiler 3 and Richard Pennyworth the third. Chop to the chest. And a snapmare from Pennyworth on the spoiler. The PWA heavyweight champion, and spoiler's already had enough. He's going to tag out to Nakamura Yamasaki. And Pennyworth handling both opponents very well. Nice arm drag from the Modern Aristocrat. Pair of elbows from Yamasaki is going to stop Pennyworth cold. Pennyworth with another chop, and there's a chop this time to the throat from Nakamura. Both men off the ropes, and a beautiful lariat from the Modern Aristocrat. Kick to the midsection from Nakamura. Nakamura now with a jumping headbutt. And immediately goes low on Pennyworth, who's going to tag out to the Factor. Factor riding a ton of momentum coming into this match. And will be facing the Viking for the right to challenge Viktor Sokolov for the NWC World Championship. Body slam from the Factor. Picks Nakamura back up to his feet. Puts Nakamura in the corner. Nakamura hightailing it out of there and makes the tag to Brawler Beckett. Factor getting in the knee bar, but now getting trapped at a modified figure 4 from Brawler Beckett. Collar and elbow tap. Good judo hip toss from the Factor. Collar and elbow tap once more. A test of strength here and a drop toe hold from the Factor. And another test of strength in Factor with the size advantage, albeit slight, but using that advantage to get leverage over Brawler Beckett. And there's the tag to Nicky Wild. And look out, double team, double powerbomb on Beckett. Beckett and Nicky Wild have had their issues as of very recently. On our last episode of PWA Battery, it was Beckett who arguably cost Nicky Wild and Laniev, the team of Wild Winter, a win against the Megaliths. Now that Spoiler's in the ring, Nikki's going to have to wait, see if she can get a bit more revenge on the Brawler. And right now it is the Spoiler in control over Nicky Wild. Nicky with a knee to the midsection and a big boot to the Spoiler. Irish whip, no reversal. And a hard, devastating chop from the Spoiler. Spoiler light on his feet, especially for a big man, making Nicky Wild miss. Nicky fighting out of the corner, kick, and drops an elbow. And Spoiler's going to make the tag to Nakamura. Camp using quick tags. Try to keep a fresh man in. Nicky Wild's got things going her way right now with that rolling soul butt and hammers down Nakamura Yamasaki. Wild picks Nakamura back up. Nakamura circling, collar and elbow tie up. Nakamura sitting in off the ropes and runs right over Nicky Wild. Nakamura going to tag out to the Spoiler. Wild tags in the Factor. Neckbreaker on Nakamura from the Factor. Collar and elbow tie up. Factor with the DDT. Picks Spoiler back up to his feet. Spoiler dodges the drop kick. Collar and elbow tie once again. Dragon screw leg whip from the Factor. And the PWA contingent here looking very good against the camp thus far. Spoiler's got Factor trapped in a bear hug. Factor able to get free. The Spoiler shoves him back down. And now Spoiler sent into the corner. Factor lets him out. Punch to the midsection by the Spoiler. Tag is made to Brawler Beckett. Spoiler sends Factor down with a hard headbutt. Factor able to shake it off and attacks Brawler Beckett's arm with that arm breaker. And there's a tag to Richard Pennyworth, the freshest man in this match. Neckbreaker from the Factor, and now letting Pennyworth do the work for that team. Count of 2 and a kick out by Beckett. High-low kick from Beckett and Nakamura. And the tag is made to the spoiler. And Richard Pennyworth, trying to head things off in the pass, does not want to get double teamed. However, getting caught by the spoiler with that knee drop. Off the ropes, and the tag is made to the Factor. Small package, but Pennyworth, yes, just trying to keep the spoiler off of his feet, and Factor going to take advantage with that kick to the thigh, and another arm breaker on the spoiler. Factor off the ropes. Spoiler just lifts him up and lets him drop. Factor off the ropes. Hard chop, but blocked by the Factor. And Spoiler going to tag out to Nakamura Yamasaki. Spoiler with a face lock on the Factor. And now Nakamura going to go to work. Grinding the point of the elbow into the side of the skull of the Factor. Factor gets free. Looking for an opening now. He's got one. DDT. Factor with a cover. Count of 1, count of 2, and a kick out by Nakamura. And in comes the Spoiler. Suplex, and Factor spills to the outside. And, well, here we go. Spoiler alert on the Factor outside of the ring. Well, Nakamura's keeping the other two PWA members at bay. Factor somehow gets back inside after taking that Spoiler alert outside the ring. Factor with a Dragon Screw leg whip. And continuing to go back to working on the legs of Nakamura. Tag is made to the Spoiler, and the tag is made to Nikki Wilde. Referee trying to get some order restored here. Dragon Screw leg whip from the Spoiler. Collar elbow tie-up. Spoiler got Wilde hooked up. Vertical suplex, and Wilde finds herself outside of the ring. Gets back in before any real shenanigans from the camp can take place. Oh, went for a Hurricane Rana. Spoiler countered it with a powerbomb. Yank of the mask. Down goes the Spoiler. And look at this. Nikki Wilde has lost her temper. Nikki Wilde with the low kick. And now a boot to the face. Spoiler going to tag out to Brawler Beckett. Oh, double team sandwich lariat. And now Nikki Wilde's in trouble. Pax Britannica locked in on Wilde, and Wilde grabs the rope and gets the break. Now Beckett and Nikki Wilde. The fist and fur flying. Super kick. Beckett back up, makes the tag to the Spoiler as Nikki was trying to get the crowd going. Double drop kick to the Spoiler. Wilde with a parting elbow shot. Leg hold, suplex. Cover, 1, 2, and broken up at 2 by Nakamura. Nikki Wilde with a culture clash on Beckett. As Spoiler makes the tag to Nakamura Yamasaki. Nakamura off the ropes. Big lariat from the Divine Psycho. Pennyworth fighting him off. Leg hold, vertical suplex. There's the cover, count of 1, broken up by the Spoiler. And it's chaos right now. Referee's got to get some order restored. Count of 1 on Pennyworth, 2, and a kick out by Pennyworth. Pennyworth tags out to the Factor. Nakamura takes down both members of PWA, and there's the tag to the Spoiler. Dragon Screw leg whip on Nakamura. Factor taking on the world here. Oh, Spoiler with an inverted choke slam. Follows up with a headbutt, really laying the lumber to the Factor. Choke slam, no! Factor with a beautiful reversal out of that choke slam. Neck breaker. Spoiler back to his feet. Spoiler trying to get back to his corner. There's the tag to Yamasaki. Snap suplex with the Factor on the Spoiler. Yamasaki to the top rope. Blood Tsunami, count of 2, and that's it. Nakamura with the Blood Tsunami, but Wilde has got Beckett trapped in the Culture Clash. Doesn't matter though, as the camp walk away with the victory at 19 minutes and 54 seconds. Your winners, the Spoiler 3, Nakamura Yamasaki, and Brawler Beckett, in a very fast-paced 6-man tag team match. Up next, we have a specially requested handicap match as Akira Wilde will take on both of the Masked Saboteurs in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Let's take you to ringside. There's the bell. Akira Wilde starting things off with Masked Saboteur number 1 in this handicap match. And, of course, George Prescott III accompanying his men to the ring for this handicap match. And Saboteur 1 throwing Akira to the outside with that body slam. Akira right back in, collar elbow tie-up, and a beautiful drop kick from the surgical specialist. He's got us back to the wall in this one, but the former PWA heavyweight champion, former NWC world champion, is more than capable of winning this match if the Saboteurs don't get a handle on him early on. And Akira with a punch kick combination of the Saboteur trapped in the corner. Saboteur 1 hammers him to the canvas. Goes for a quick cover, and Akira kicks out before 1. Collar double tie-up, Wilde sitting into the corner. And Saboteur with a kick to the midsection. Oh, look at this. Good heavens. What a kick to Akira. Akira didn't appreciate that one at all. Big hip toss. Picks the Saboteur, and here comes Saboteur number 2 in the ring. And referee Mustang Peter understands that this is a handicap match, but he's going to keep 2 men in the ring at a time. And keep whatever Saboteur is on the outside from interfering in this match. Both men off the ropes. Shoulder tackle by Saboteur number 2. Quick cover, count of 1, and a kick out by Wilde. Hip toss from Akira. And the way he executes that hip toss, folks, it really is something to see. Manhattan drop, and Saboteur number 2 answers with a headbutt. Now putting on the stomach claw. Wilde able to shove Saboteur 2 off, break the hold. And now Saboteur number 2 and Akira Wilde throwing bombs. And it's Akira who gets the worst of that exchange. Boot across the eyes of Akira. Akira, that his vision is certainly affected as he threw out a few jabs that missed. Vertical suplex by the Masked Saboteur 2. And George Prescott not doing his job of keeping chairs out of the ring. Big gourd buster followed up by the kick. and right into a Boston Crab. Really smart chain wrestling there from Saboteur number 2. Akira manages to bridge out of the Boston Crab, and there's the tag to Saboteur 1. And Akira immediately taking control over Saboteur 1. And now, number 1 looking to create some distance. Grabs the front face lock. Oh, quick roll up by Wild, and a kick out immediately by Saboteur number 1. And goes right to the stomach claw of Akira Wild. Both the masked saboteurs, I mean, they don't just look similar, they wrestle very similar. Which, you know, it can make wrestling this tag team, you know, easy for some tag teams because, you know, there's not a whole lot of variety. But at the same time, the style that they use is so very punishing, and they are experts at working as a team. So Akira Wild really is going to have his hands full here with this one. DDT on the steel chair. And George Prescott's plan is just come back to haunt him. Hooks the leg. 1. And a kick out. Almost got 2 out of that one. Tag is made to Saboteur 2. And Saboteur number 2 throwing Akira Wild to the outside. And look at this. Referee Mustang Peter watching the Saboteurs like a hawk. Hip toss on the steel chair, and Akira Wild follows up with a fist drop. Big drop kick, and now it's the Saboteur who gets kicked outside of the ring by Akira Wild. Punch kick combination from Wild. Wild gets into the corner by the Saboteur. Overhead belly-to-belly Greco-plex from Akira. Saboteur quickly getting back inside the ring, avoiding the count. And it's Akira who's really on top of things now. Picks Saboteur back up to his feet, going for the lariat. Saboteur out of the way. Collar and elbow tie out. DDT from Wild.
10 minutes gone.
Picks the Saboteur back up. Hard lariat. And the fist drop. Both men off the ropes. Shoulder-to-shoulder collision. Oh, what a headbutt for the masked Saboteur. Saboteur now going up to the top rope. Knee drop from the top. But it's Wild to his feet first. Collar and elbow tie up. Wild with a trio of forearm shots. Off the ropes. Flying head scissor from the surgical specialist. Akira kick. 1, 2. Kick out by the Saboteur. And George Prescott has got the attention now of Mustang Peter, as the Akira lock is locked on the masked Saboteur. Akira releases the hold, seeing the referee was diverted. Tag to the other Saboteur, and Saboteur won with the Anaconda Vice. Excuse me, the abdominal vice on Wild. Wild able to hit toss his way to freedom. Oh, look out! The other Saboteur caught Akira. And now it's the Saboteurs back in firm control of this match. Akira kick to the Saboteur. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out by the Saboteur. Collar and elbow tie up. Screw slam by Wild. Wild with a fist drop. Saboteur back up to his feet. Collar and elbow tie up. Akira kick! 1, 2! Kick out! And George Prescott again getting the official's attention. Arguing with the referee about, I don't know, pulling trunks or something. Who knows what excuse he's coming up with. And again, the double team for the Saboteurs takes effect. Backdrop suplex, and Akira just got spiked on his head. Rolling Akira lock. Wild rolled through the backdrop and locked on the Akira lock one more time. Saboteur manages to break free. And there's the tag, the fresher Saboteur in the ring now. Hard punch to Wild. Wild sent to the corner. Wild with a screw slam.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As the referee begins his count. Saboteur 2 back in the ring. Collar elbow tie-up. Sends Wild in for the right. Heart punch. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Wild in spite of the Masked Saboteur using the ropes for leverage. Power slam. Count of 2. Kick out by Wild. Wild with a screw slam. To the top rope. Flying crossbody. Akira Wild with all the momentum in the world. Oh my goodness. Pair of elbows. Wild with a roll up. Saboteur gets to the ropes. Saboteur off the top. Missed the fist drop. And Akira Wild's got the advantage if he can take it. There's the fist drop that connects. Screw slam by Wild. Continuing to apply the pressure and push the pace. Vaulting forearm. Got him hooked up. Count of 2. And Akira Wild emerges victorious in this handicap match over the Masked Saboteurs. Once again, folks, your winner at 18 minutes and 20 seconds via pinfall, the surgical specialist, Akira Wild. And folks, it is time now for our main event of the evening. In singles competition, the man they call Shane will be going one-on-one against the de facto leader of the camp, the Angel Face, Damian Black. And folks, just to let you know, this main event is brought to you by Ernie's Egg Mart. Let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
There's the bell, and our main event is officially underway. The man they call Shane taking on Damian Black in this one-on-one heavyweight contest. Front suplex from Black, and really kind of surprised he took the big man off of his feet quite so easily. Matter of leverage, I suppose, and Shane just runs over Black. Black quickly grabs the front face lock, drops Shane to the canvas. Foot to the face by Damian. Shane circling. Collar and elbow tie up. Test of strength here, ill-advised for Damian, as Shane is going to win that one every day, every time. Every day and twice on Sundays. Black sent into the corner. Shane looking to press the advantage. He's got Black up. Oh my goodness! Just plastered Black in the opposite corner. Shane manhandling the owner of PWA. And now hammering Black with those vicious forearms. Black able to get free. Shane with a shoulder breaker. And Black trying to get some distance, raking away at the eyes. Good fireman's carry and right into a chin lock. Textbook wrestling on display from Damian Black. But Shane has been just blistering him with power. My goodness, 360 lariat by Shane. Got Black up. Oh, Black with a well-timed rake of the eyes. That finger poke. Sends Shane into the corner. Shane coming right back out, collar and elbow tie-up. Good amateur-style takedown from Black and locks in a leg lace. Shane able to get free. And now Black's into the corner. No reversal. Shane in the corner. Boot to the midsection by Black. Short arm lariat by Shane. Shane hooks the leg. Count of 1. Count of 2 and a kick out of 2 by Damian. Damian with a blatant low blow right in front of the official. Vertical arm slam by Shane. Shane covers. Count of 2. Kick out by Black. Shane with a headbutt. Got Black up. Oh, wow, what a slam. Just about spiked Damian Black on his head. Black again going to the eyes of Shane. Now Shane and Black exchanging chops and punches. Black with a drop kick. Shane with a 360 lariat. Collar and elbow tie-up. Knee to the midsection by Shane. Black answers with a chop. Shane's got Black up. Vertical arm slam. And not done with Damian Black yet. Kick to the midsection. Go behind by Shane. Sends Black to the corner. Hard headbutt takes down Damian. Shane with a kick to the spine. Black back up to his feet quickly. Trying to get away from Shane. Grabs a front face lock. Looking to slow down the larger Shane. And now that sleeper hold with the body scissors locked in. Shane able to escape. And again, Black with the low blow. Hard punch, but Shane took it. Running power slam by the man they call Shane. Shane now with a go behind him. Black again with the low blow. It sounds like church bells in here. Black trying to fend Shane off, but Shane will not be denied. Headbutt and a cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Black. Black breaking the boot across the eyes of the man they call Shane. Now hooks the leg, and Bill White, seeing Black's feet on the ropes, immediately calls for the break. Big backbreaker from Shane. Shane with a stepping big boot. Got Black up. Collar and elbow tie up. Black with a takedown. Gets Shane back up to his feet. Lariats him back down and goes back to the eyes. Raking the face with the sole of the boot. Shane sent to the corner. Black with a head of steam and a lariat in the corner by Damian Black. Look at this! Black just spiked Shane on his head. And Black goes right back to the leg lace.
Give up.
Trying to take away the base of power and hobble the man they call Shane. Shane's got Black up and drops him down once more. Cover. 1. Count of 2. Kick out by Black. Shane now laying in those heavy punches to Damian. Off the ropes. Thunder rolls. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out at 2.5. Angel suplex. And Shane gets a foot on the ropes. Black with a go behind. Shane throws out an elbow. Shane with a big boot. Front neck chancery from Damien. Could Damien have weathered enough of the storm to get the upper hand on Shane? He has taken a brutal beating, but he is still very much in this match. Backbreaker. Picks Shane back up. Beautiful drop kick from the boss. And now stomping away at the twig and berries. Black now with forearms. Go behind. Full Nelson suplex. And now a backdrop suplex. Black is on a roll. He's on a tear. And Shane just hefts him up and drops him in a power slam. Shane now stomping away at the midsection. Off the ropes. Big leg drop. Black with a go behind. Backdrop suplex. And not done yet. A third backdrop suplex to Shane. Shane got him up and spikes Damien. Black back to his feet, but he is incredibly dazed. Go behind, no reversal by Black. Backdrop suplex once more. Low kick by Black. Looking for the drop kick, but Shane avoids it. Front neck chancery. Black to the top rope. Missile drop kick. Square between the shoulder blades of Shane. Black hooks the leg. 1, 2. Shane kicks out. All of that offense and Shane kicks out. Thunder rolls. 1, 2. Kick out. Collar and elbow tie up. Shane sends Black into the corner. What's he looking for here? Oh! Drop Damien, throw first across the top rope, and now putting the boots to him. Black out of the way of the kick, and Black and Shane now going toe-to-toe once again. 360 lariat from Shane. Shane covers. 1, count of 2, kick out by Black. Black in for the ride. Shane with a powerbomb. Cover. 1, count of 2. And that's it. The power of Shane, too much for Damien Black to handle as Shane comes out victorious in our main event. Time of the fall, 17 minutes and 42 seconds. Your winner, Shane. And folks, that is going to do it for this edition of PWA Battery, this very special edition, as we send all of our prayers, positive thoughts, and well wishes to Corey. And Corey, we hope that you get out of the hospital soon, and we look for you to join us once more for more PWA action. Folks, Assault is coming up very soon. Until then, my name is Gary Bloomfield. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night.